Dude, Vase, we're here. It's a bit rainy, isn't it? A little bit. How wet are you?
I don't know.
Quite rainy.
I don't know how to...
But people are here, people are turning up. Tomo.
Hello.
Filthy.
I
Hello.
feel like I'm wet inside my skin.
Big Dan, you look very, very dry.
Oh, it's raining.
Just sad. Oh, let's get a look at the power station. It looks fucking beautiful in this weather.
Power station.
Look at that. That's fucking awesome. It's very fucking wet though. Oh, it's still very early. So Trollort aren't here, are they? Why aren't Trollort here?
What did this?
They're banned. I think they broke up.
They disbanded, but
They wanted to do a UK tour, but
They seemed a bit angry.
yeah,
Disbanded suddenly.
It's like they made 3 points. It's like
yeah,
one was like a sorry, one was a thank you, and then the last one was,
It was like a fuck you.
yeah.
to everyone in the industry.
So sadly, there's no Trollort, but that means
Fintroll sued him. I think that's a very real possibility.
That would make sense.
but it does mean Selsor's got a longer set.
I'm here with Francesco from Rinrose. I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen Rinrose 3 times now. That was the best performance you've ever done.
Thank you.
What do you think about the performance?
It was a long day. We started from this morning, in Italy. We get the plane. It was a nightmare because we were in a hurry all the day. We arrived just 30 minutes before the show, and I thought, okay, it will be a mess. But we found a fucking good crowd, that are waiting our songs, and we were charged, by the people, and it was amazing. One of our best shows here in UK, for sure.
The army guys have the costumes, I guess you could say, are very impressive. Who made them?
For the costumes, we had to ask to a professional, a professional factory that is called Freyan from Germany, and maybe we will do a partnership with them because they did a very good work with this one for this album. So with the next album, maybe we are thinking about something, epic.
Yeah.
And we can definitely work with them again.
So I noticed in the video for the latest video you did, there was other suits of costumes and the Goblin. Is it the same company?
Oh no.
No, different company.
No, the Goblin did the costume by himself.
Oh.
He's just a freelance artist, that is doing the orc or the goblin to the fantasy festivals and stuff like that. So that's why.
That's really cool. So you recently released Stone Him on vinyl. What are the chances of the other 2 albums getting re-released on vinyl?
You mean on the previous albums, or?
Yeah, the previous two.
The thing is, we changed labels. Every album we change the label.
Yeah.
Due to lack of funds, you know, because every label nowadays trying to give you nothing for a perfect album, and it was not our idea. It will be. It will never be our idea, you know, of the music. We don't want to discount the music. We don't want to discount the artists, because if we want to make this kind of music survive, you know, that is not pop. It's not pop, so we don't have big engagements, you know. So we had to give a value to our products, and I think that as long as they own all the rights, you know, for 5 years, for 10 years, you know, they will not release anything. So, for example, Shadows of Arlotta during the first album, I think it's finished, you know, it's not in production anymore. And for Wardens of the West Wind, maybe it's finished as well. I don't know. But for Stone Hymn, we have a good relationship of work with Emil of Inner Wounds. And if we stay with Inner Wounds with the next album, or we go to another label, I don't know it. But I think that our relation with Emil will continue, because he's a very good guy, smart, and he knows what to promote, you know. With us, he did a fucking good work. So maybe for the upcoming album, there will be a vinyl as well.
Any news on a release date for the album?
For the moment, we have no release date, but I think will be definitely in 2019. So that's all I can say right now, because we are with with our manager Maurizio Iacono from Cataclysm, you know, Cataclysm singer, an ex-Dio singer. He's managing our band right now, like he did with Hailstorm, with Glory Hammer, you know, with a lot of bands on the same line of our project, you know. And we are working together so hard to sort something big for the next album. I think it works, something big, our next album, because with Stone Hymn we did a step forward, you know, and now we need to do a jump, and I strongly believe in that. So the only thing that I can say right now is that in 2019 you will have a new blast from Windrush. So.
Recently on Facebook, you teased all the songs with one-word titles. One of them was listed as cover. Is that a cover of a song? And if so, could you tease us with what the cover would be?
I cannot tease anything. I know that you guys are curious, about that.
Yeah.
But it's actually a cover. It's the most important cover that a dwarven metal band can do. It's the anthem of the dwarves. It's a funny song that we like, that we love, and we wanted to cover it. It is going to be a very good cover, for it. And for the other song, if you saw the titles, don't get them too much seriously, because as long as I don't have all the lyrics of a song, I cannot tell what's the right name of the song, so I call it with the first thing that I have in my mind. For example, Smaug for the dragon, or I call another song, I don't know, Nano, that means dwarf in Italian, because it's when you hear it, it's like a dwarf that is walking, forward. One thing that I can assure you is that we improve a lot the orchestration parts. We implemented a lot of stuff, real stuff as well. Very good quality recordings. So it will be, for the recording part, it will be a next step, the next step forward. For the promotion and stuff, we have to see. I cannot tell anything.
Ham and pineapple on pizza. Thoughts?
Yeah, it was a fucking good joke, because I saw Maurizio when we were in tour with Ensiferum and XDO. He came in our yeah, he came in our, but it was not prepared. He just came after our show in our dressing room and say, "Oh, ragazzi, hey guys, do you want some pizza pineapple pizza?" What the fuck? We are Italian, No, I think that pineapple pizza it's a modern way, of cooking, but I prefer to taste the traditional stuff from every country. If I go in England, I want to eat something that is English. But, for example, I went to Scotland a lot of times, and I spent there a lot of days, and I was not able to eat anything from Scottish, Just Italian, but nothing Scottish. So it was a shame for me. In Italy, we want to promote everywhere, our cooking, so that's why.
What's next for Windrose in the future? I know you've got the new album. Is there anything else coming up you'd like to speak about?
So the next plans will be for sure to close the contract of the next album. As long as we have the next contract, we will work on the new look, because we want to have a fresh look, Yeah. Just because we are touring 2 years with the same costumes, and we want to bring a breath of freshness, in the band image. So after that, we release the album, and I think that our career will start from there. So don't stop supporting us, please, and follow all the things that we do, even the bullshits on the page.
Francesco, thank you very much.
It was very, very fucking windy last night. Our tent's fine, we're all good. Some guys' gazebo's over there's fucked. Pavel's tarp seems to have disappeared. It's long fucking gone. But there's Big Dan's tent. And I believe this is Doomface's tent. So what's Doomface done? I just woke up. And where's Doomface? There it is. Lee! Morning! What's happened to your tent? It blew over.
It did blow over. It was on its side when I came back last night. So I just thought, just got in the car.
Yeah, that makes sense. Pavel's tarp seems to have disappeared. Oh, there's another tent on its side over there as well. Look. All the way over there.
There's half-built gazebo.
Yeah, I think it was a fully built gazebo and they've kind of...
Yeah, I was told that they
Yeah.
actually tried to take it down because of the wind.
That gazebo, yeah. I'm glad we didn't put ours up, to be honest. Would you say that you're a swinger?
Not this weekend.
Has they got specific weekends for that?
Huh? Yeah, well, I'm not with the missus.
Oh, yeah, okay.
See, having a beer is really. Ready to go over the bar, yeah? Ready to go over the bar?
Yay, medal! Fucking hell. Big Dan, if you notice there's also a slide. Let's get to the slide. There's a van parked very, very close to the slide. I don't know if you can get on the steps or not. That's doable.
Wetting it down.
It is a little bit wet, I'll be honest, yeah. Wait for it to dry a bit, yeah?
Yeah, that's not going to happen this weekend. It's a power station.
Power station.
So on the way here, I was having a few beers and I said to Lee, how come they don't fill up with water when it rains?
Big open at the bottom. I have no idea how cooling towers work. Me and Matt were having this discussion. We got.
Is it like a plug hole at the bottom?
No, you can see at the bottom. Look.
But if that's the bottom, how can smoke goes out the top?
We don't know how cooling towers work. We've established this, please. It's the thing we need to look at. I've no idea how they work. I'd imagine they'd have thought about that. Dude, this is a decommissioned one. We drove to Selby and we saw another one like 2 miles down the road.
Yeah.
That's obviously the one to replace it, but it has more towers.
It's nice though. I mean, it's nice waking up and the first thing you see is
That big ass.
that arse. No,
Yeah.
I mean that.
She's the shop lady. The shots are very expensive here. The beer's cheap, shots expensive. Yeah. Oh, schnapps tonight. Get the schnapps because I didn't get drunk.
Snaps. Mate,
I didn't get drunk last night. Tonight,
I'm
schnapps.
absolutely hanging from last night, man.
Yeah, that's what you're doing here at Dog already. So yeah, I'm getting on the schnapps tonight. It's coming out.
So I've just woken up.
This is
got
empty.
myself a
Yeah.
cider, and
This is your tonight. Oh, I'm interviewing the crew new today. That should be fun.
yes.
Yes.
Something else.
Yeah, we are very much in the arse. I'm gonna have to zoom somewhat to be able to see that. She was the same shot girl from last year.
Yeah.
I recognise the arse.
I don't remember a terrible amount about last year.
No, but I do remember the shot girl. The great thing about Warhorns Festival is there are many women here.
Yeah. Also, the other great thing is love the scenery.
The scenery, yeah.
It's okay if you look sort of over there.
Oh, look, trees.
And stuff.
I tell you what, the trees saved us a lot of tents from the wind last night. Obviously, weaker ones got destroyed, but
No, so where I was camped was like this little whirlwind.
yeah, I could hear you
wind.
screaming and shouting about it.
Yeah.
Pavel's tarp just disappeared.
Yeah. So literally, just the plot that we were in, like
Yeah.
a whirlwind of fucking destruction. Thankfully, Lee's tent did save us a lot of.
Yeah, he's a windbreak for yours, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what got destroyed. But,
Yeah. Cool.
We couldn't have picked it down any better than we fucking did.
No, definitely not.
It was just fucking mental. But it was, I find fun in chaos like that.
Yeah. It's a lot. It sounded like a laugh. I was just trying to get to sleep.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Phil. How did your tent survive?
My tent survived fine.
Yes.
Better than Doomface's.
Indeed.
So I've offered him
use
Oh,
of my
nice.
stakes to
Not
hold
a
his
peg, a
tent down.
stake. So I'm here with Nakrunya. How are you doing, guys?
How's it going? How are you doing?
Good, good. How was the journey?
We left, well, you left at the same time. We left the house at like 2:45 this morning. And then we got to, Eggborough at 4:30.
Yes.
So our
13
flight,
hours of
yeah, hanging around. Our flight was delayed for 4 hours.
This festival seems cursed.
But it's Ryanair. Why do we keep going with Ryanair?
Metal Days was the same for us this year. It took us 12 hours to get home from Metal Days.
Yeah,
Windrose yesterday took like 5 hours to book a car.
it's just
Yeah.
it's annoying, like.
But you're here and
Yeah.
you're on time. You've done the interview before your set. So I can't wait for that. That's soon.
Yeah, soon,
Yeah.
very soon.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. I've already said the band name, but we're going to go for it anyway.
Yeah.
How to pronounce the band name? Because
It's-
obviously there's a lot of Irish.
Tongue twister.
You are Irish.
Yeah.
There's lots of Irish in lots of your songs, album titles, everything else. Lots of accented letters.
Yeah.
Hard to pronounce. You look at band names and song names and you go,
It's
So-
harder for the
that's from the horse's mouth.
yeah. So the proper pronunciation of the band is Nakrunya,
Yeah.
but we'd say Nakrunya because it's easier for people to say.
Yeah.
But the
that makes
proper name
sense.
is Nakrunya.
Because I saw something, I don't know if it was on QI or something like that, but it was about like a moon.
Yeah.
But I know then Wikipedia, there's various articles about it's Irish people, but from a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's the Picts.
Yes.
They were based up in Scotland. It was a tribe of them were one of the first inhabitants in Ireland, and they were based up in Ulster, up near Northern Ireland.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were known as one of the first tribes in the called Nakrinya, and they were known as the Painted Ones, like the Picts.
Yeah.
So it's just a branch of them. So it's one of the first tribes. So we said, go for that.
So there we go. Once more?
Nakrinya.
Nakritnia.
Krinya.
Nakritnia.
Krinya.
So your video for, I'm going to say the English version, Vulture of Death,
Yeah.
is very beautiful, amazing. I know a lot of people have just seen the video on its own and went, that's amazing, I've got to find out more about this band. Did you have an idea for that, or did you give the artist free rein to do what they wanted to do? Or did you have an idea and say, work on this?
We gave her the lyrics.
Yeah.
The girl who made it is called Tia. She's Slovenian, and she's currently going out with our bouzouki player Kieran,
Yeah.
and she does animation. So we let her free rein on it,
Yeah.
and that's what she came out with, and it's amazing.
That was initially her project for the end of her course, but of course that she wouldn't have to do a whole feature video clip, so it was just a little excerpt of it, and then she just expanded it to have a full-length video clip. And the nice thing about it is it's the point of view of the vulture. And as you look around, you see all the animals, and each animal is one of the tracks of the album.
Yeah.
So you have the phoenix, and you have the fox, and then you have
The wolf,
the wolf.
Moktira.
So they're all there.
So I tend to find that works better because obviously when you guys write an album, it's all of your work. You do all the work yourselves, and that's it. You do it yourself. Whereas if someone came to you with restrictions saying, "Oh, we want this,"
Yeah.
you're kind of limited. Whereas so you've given an artist free rein to just go and work on it, and they've just made that. And it's just it works brilliantly. It's a beautiful video.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting how the concept, the sound and the imagery of Nacrunia is very concise. You know, we follow some ideas when we write the music, but because Tia is so close to us, so her surname would be Tia Friedel, and she did do video clips for other bands as well. But because we're all so close, she just gets how Nacrunia looks like. As well as, you know, so it's a great mix.
And
we have a good image.
Every image is hand drawn, so it's like thousands of hand drawn.
Yeah, we were looking at it going, is this being done in software, or is it hand drawing? Is it stop frame animation, or is it, you know?
It's every
Yeah.
single
It
frame,
is, yeah.
is drawn,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
She's also the one who did all the designs for the merch and
For all our artwork.
It's very reasonably priced, by the way. I've just bought a T-shirt. My girlfriend bought the 20 quid bundle as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and she got the last one with the better logo, I reckon. Some folk metal bands, many do, have people who play instruments such as fiddles, squeeze boxes and that, who are from a classical background. Are your guys like that or not? Or is it more of a traditional folk background, or is it...
This is the lady to chat to here.
Well, I do come from a classical background. However, I did try to get as good as I can, and this is just an infinite process, it's never ending, to get better in Irish traditional music. And not just Irish, it's just other types of traditional music. Myself not being Irish makes you have a different point of view from the music, and how you're going to absorb that and how you're going to make it your own. So you bring on your own kind of cultural history, and it makes your sound unique, I think.
Tell them where you're from.
Yes, I'm from Brazil originally.
Oh.
Myself and Kieran, I met Kieran playing Breton music in Galway, and we have had a session, a full-on trad session for now 7 years. So I play trad every day. I did a master's in traditional music, and I'm really into trad, and I think that we have a good mix, because it's not that I like metal and I like trad. I come from trad and I like metal, but what I bring is as close to the tradition, or what I understand is the tradition, as I possibly can.
So you're going to stick with the band for a while, because we see a lot of folk metal bands, and they're going through, so say fiddle players, for example, really quickly. There's a few here today who are going through that problem. Yeah.
Oh.
So you're here to stay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Solid.
Well, I've been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
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 since about
It's good to hear.
2013,
Yeah, yeah.
so we're
Yeah.
delighted. But yeah. But yeah, that's Irish. Kieran plays bouzouki and the tin whistle, so that's meld all them together. We used to have a concertina player as well, the squeeze box.
Yeah, yeah.
But she went travelling the world, so unfortunately. But yeah, we're trying to write new Irish traditional music and new
Yes.
new tunes.
And also trying to get other inspirations. When was it? When we did our album launch
Yeah.
last year, and myself and Kieran we were talking about how when he was writing one of the tunes, which is Shawak, slip jig, and then I was like, actually this slip jig, if we were to just get the theme of the slip jig that is in a metal outfit and we just play it as is, it could sound like any slip jig that anyone would have played in a session. And it's in a way is that kind of work is what keeps the tradition alive. You know, some people say, oh, that's not trad, but somehow it's an evolution of that. It's an evolution of what traditional music and what folk music in Ireland has taken. So you have all sorts of new Irish music coming. We play metal, but I think that our tunes are very close to what can be a trad tune, and maybe just a folk tune if we decide that we're going to add some Breton elements or, I don't know, some Bulgarian or Slovenian elements to the mix.
Who's the lightweight in the band?
Literally me, please.
Lightweight, like as in body weight or like drinking weight?
Me.
No, Thomas.
Is it? Oh yeah.
The man with the biggest beard.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
He
Size
yeah, he's
doesn't.
yeah, he's the lightweight. Yeah,
I've known many women to be able to drink men under the table. It's very easy.
yeah she can very
I'm good with liquor. I'm good with whiskey.
she,
I'm very bad with beer though.
yeah.
So if you'll see me on stage, I'll be drinking whiskey, sometimes absinthe, whatever's available.
No, absinthe is the best. Seriously, it sounds so easy.
Goes down the next day as well.
How to divide a room in half. Marmite, love it or hate it.
Love it.
She loves it.
I love it.
I like it. I bother
I
him.
could eat it from the jar, like oh no.
Yeah, Marmite's grand. Like.
What's the next big thing for Nacunia?
Well, at the minute we're going to take a break for the rest of the year. We're writing new music and hopefully a couple of gigs next year in the UK and in Germany hopefully as well.
Any festivals in that?
Can't say anything yet.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. There might be.
There's someone,
We'll just
some
leave it
coming
open.
in the horizon, yes, they're
Yeah.
there. You can see them.
And the Horizon. We're not going to say anything yet.
But we'd love to play in the UK more.
Yeah, we'd love to play here more, definitely.
Absolutely.
Sweet. I can't wait for your set.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it too. I'll see you afterwards, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes.
No worries. Take care.
Metal. Folk metal. Warhorns.
Everybody. Iron Seawolf! Iron Seawolf!
I would rather make a morning than a drink while I'm trying to sit around all of my drink so much of me on your ass. Make port, drink port. Drink so much of me on your ass. Make port, drink port. Come on, their arteries.
Justin Bieber.